It's our favorite part of the show where we get to answer your questions. Get ready. It's time to ask the doctors. And join us now via Skype, new mom, Tia. Tia, welcome. So good to have you. What's your question?
Hello. So I'm a new mom. I just gave birth 10 days ago to a beautiful baby girl, so I'm really excited for that.
Congratulations.
Thank you. During my pregnancy, I ended up picking up some really bad habits like eating a lot of sweets. Early on, I was able to curb that by eating fruits and things, but then I moved towards candy and cereals and things like that. So I have two questions. Now that I've given birth, I want to move back to the paleo diet, but I want to ensure that that's safe while I'm breastfeeding. I also want to figure out how do I curb my bad habits, curb those cravings for sweets now that I've given birth.
Tia, you're asking a lot of important questions, and you mentioned the paleo diet in particular, and I first want to address that the type of diet is not always as important as the things that you're including in that type of diet. You could be vegan, right, and eat donuts every day, theoretically, and that's not healthy. You could go on the paleo diet and eat nothing but meat and never eat any other nutritive elements, and that's not healthy. But the paleo diet, which can focus on, back in, people claim the hunter-gatherer days, where it's lean meats, fish, fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds, you know, those can be really healthy and full of great nutrients. And so as long as you are including all the nutrients that your body needs, and also all the nutrients that are going to allow you to produce enough and appropriate amount of breast milk that it's great for your baby, then that's great, that's healthy. Always follow along with your doctor, but it is important when people switch to a new diet, whether they're pregnant or as a new mother, that they don't pick an extreme element of any type of diet. That's what I've seen sometimes, where people say, I want to lose weight, so I'm going to go, and getting back to paleo, I'm going to go paleo and I'm just going to eat a pound of meat at every meal, and you might lose some weight, but you know, the fruits, the vegetables, the nuts, all that is really important. But it's interesting because you deal with pregnancy.
Yes.
And I've never been pregnant, Tia, but I have heard that cravings are a very normal part of pregnancy. So how do you advise someone like Tia in terms of cravings both during and then post-pregnancy?
Well, a few things that you can do would include, first of all, make sure you're eating a balanced diet. You don't want to wait and get too hungry, because when you have a big drop in your blood sugar, that can actually make your cravings worse. So make sure you're not getting too hungry. Also, moderation is key. So whenever you do have a craving, if you're gonna have that thing, if you want the candy bar, reach for a fun-size candy bar as opposed to the king-size candy bar, but only reach for one of the fun-size candy bars, like not the whole bag, okay? And then also, I know this is hard when you're a new mom, but try to get some rest. Try to get some rest, because when you have sleep deprivation, it can really mess up your appetite regulation, and that can also make cravings worse.
And Tia, my guess is with you, if you're like me, someone can say to you, hey, have a half a candy bar, a bite of it, and just put it away. I can't do that. And so the reason the paleo diet was probably successful for you is because last time I checked, there weren't hunters and gatherers picking up candy bar wrappers.
Right.
And so for some people, and this is my humble opinion, I have to stay away from processed sweets, because if I start, I don't stop. And so I think for you, Tia, it's just finding the right balance. And then obviously, if you're having, when it comes to breastfeeding, if you're having any issues with milk production, please talk to your doctor to make sure that, you know, that the way you're eating is working for you and for a baby. But more than anything, we're just happy for you. This is such an exciting time. And best of luck to you and motherhood.